Welcome to Real Talk, where the truth cuts the noise. I'm your girl, Jhanelle. Let's dive in. So, with President-elect Trump now at the forefront to take office in January, it seems many Jamaicans in the U.S. are on edge. Let's get into all these stories and more coming up on Real Talk.
All right, so I want to get into this Trump versus Jamaican immigration thing. But first, let's just address this. In Jamaica, we are known for decades upon decades to flee to the United States for a better life. We'll always saw it as like a gold mine to take care of ourselves, our families, especially to send money back home to help out family members or just to build that house where you can retire sometime soon in the near future. Right? Now, some of us actually go through the process of applying for a visiting visa, and we will tend to go over there and work under the books, return home, before the 6 month mark so that you don't lose your visa when you go back to reapply. Or when we travel on the visiting visa, we run off and don't come back. Or sometimes we just, we normally find another way to go about it, which is not a straight way, to just test out the greener pastures there in the United States. But to be honest, when you're doing all of this, in the back of your mind or in the back of our minds, when we do these things, when they decide to make that decision in that direction, all the things that could possibly go wrong crosses your mind at some point. It must have crossed your mind at some point. So the possibility of being caught is always there in your mind, period. Even when you're there, when you're on your way there, when you're there and living and you say, boy, if anything, it always comes up. So instead of saying, you know what, let me try and go the straight and narrow way, we take another route into going around things illegally by, going to the country, finding someone who you can pay to actually marry, who is already a legal citizen there, and you marry them in order for you to gain your legal citizenship there, right? Now, this is something that has been going on for years. We get away with it, and well, most of us get away with it. And, we try to find greener pastures, which I understand that everybody's trying to seek something for themselves where they can better off their life and better off their kids' life. But sometimes I don't think you need to actually go down that wrong path. Why not try thinking about, the actual natural way of going about it, or than to actually go about it the wrong way. So just to basically jump forward, for over the past 2 years or so, probably more, there's been a major border crisis in America. So according to usfacts.org, the US reported nearly 11 million unauthorized border encounters between October 2019 and June 2024. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous for any country, no matter its size. These are unauthorized personnel coming into your country. Some people might say, oh, that is nothing compared to the size or the size of California, which is almost like 40 million people living there. But at the same time, you have to keep in mind that this is 11 million illegal immigrants. This means it could be anybody. Now, mind you, you might be looking at it and say, but I'm not going in their country to have any, do anything ill or do anything that is wrong. I just really want to go over there for an opportunity. A lot of people are thinking that, but at the same time, while these 11 million are coming through the borders, you have within that mix of 11 million criminals, rapists, all of these people coming through the border with you. So the person you're standing next to when you're walking through that Mexican border, you don't know their background. You don't know what they're capable of. They might be the person who might hurt you, rape you, or harm you in some form of way in the future. And you never knew or remember that this was a person that you stood beside entering the border illegally with. Right? So none of these people actually tried to acquire citizenship the legal way. So what if it's asylum they are seeking or whatever it is that the reason for coming into that country, none of them went about it the straight and narrow way. Now, since President-elect Trump is set to take office January 2025, almost every illegal Jamaican immigrant is kind of worried. But my honest opinion, or really my honest question to you is why? Why though? Like, as I said earlier on, you always have that thing in the back of your head that something could possibly go wrong. Well, as I've said at the very beginning, that any card could have played anytime and your card basically has been dealt. So, first of all, people are upset that the man win, which to some extent, I mean, I get it, but you want to be mad at the fact that the man is doing what is best for his country? Like that, I don't get. I want to take a look at this post that someone sent into a gossip site on Instagram. And it reads, "My heart is heavy this morning, but I'm just sitting here watching my Jamaican family members back home celebrating Trump win. And when I'm here illegally working, and every month I'm sending home their money to take care of bills, food, and even schooling. One even went as far as saying, send them home, Trump. And last month I sent him 100 US for light bill. This bucket is closed just in case I'm going home, as they're saying. Even our families here that voted for him when you guys knew the struggles you faced before UNA become citizens. Why should the door be closed now for us here trying? May God have mercy upon us." All right. So before I even start to comment on that, let's jump into looking at some of the comments that were under that post. All right. So one person says, "Sender, you worry too much. Keep working, and every now and then send them an old MTCN number to collect nothing." Real eye opener, ain't it? Hungry, I go ask where them name. Tell them ask Trump for your pocket money. I am not looking at any of them in Jamaica celebrating Trump's win because none of them cannot call me and beg me for anything. It's a country that celebrates the downfall of its own citizens time and time again. Before I even continue, like, these comments are ridiculous. I'm not even going to go down to any more comments. I mean, I really looked at a lot of these comments under this post, but I'm just going to stop here. You guys need to understand that this person is here illegally, right? And when she left with intention to finding greener pastures in a different country, illegally, right? I'm not seeing anywhere in this post where she's saying the family directly called her and said to her that, yeah, man, you go pack up and come here. No, nobody is sitting there based on her post, literally directing what they're saying to her. You have to understand the crisis that is happening in the United States. Okay, so let me just say this. Whoever you are, you have the right to choose to stop supporting your family. That is all on you, right? But I just can't seem to understand, because you and someone have a difference in opinion, you're going to stop what you have been doing for them over and over again. I just don't get that. And just as everybody in the talk about, someone said in the comment here, I think the comment says, it's a country that celebrates the downfall of its own citizens time and time again. Nobody's celebrating her downfall. She's not even having a downfall. She's an illegal immigrant, and she's accepting the fact that the potential of her being deported is there. So because the family is cheering on the fact that this man win, what's wrong with that? They're not pointing at her and throwing anything in her face. I am sure her family is not wishing ill on her. But you have to understand that this illegal crisis has taken a massive toll on American society, which have left Americans to suffer in a lot of states. You have to also understand that in regards to your family living in the States now legally, that when they decided to go on their illegal bender, things were not as they are now. And those family members are now thinking as citizens of the United States and not illegals. So nobody is taking the time to put themselves in your shoes. They're just thinking for what's better for them, which is the so sad of the society that we have been bringing up now, because nobody thinks about anybody else. And I can understand that that's why you might feel some sort of way, because they're not thinking about how you're feeling. But actually, they're just thinking about the fact that their pockets are going to be seemingly looking better in the future, right? So they're no longer thinking as illegals. They're thinking as legal citizens of the country. Now, they're actually feeling the effects of the broader crisis they're having there. I believe your family, both in Jamaica and in the States, are not trying to wish ill on you, but just trying to actually better their life, just like how you are over there trying to better yours. Because in reality, if you became a legal immigrant tomorrow and started to actually feel the strain, right? Feel the strain of this illegal immigrant crisis and not be able to get the help you need from your government because they're more focused on helping illegal immigrants over you, you would have probably been singing the same tune. And I am sure for the Jamaicans here in actual Jamaica, I am sure if Andrew Ones made an announcement tomorrow that Jamaican will be opening up our borders to allow any Haitian who wants to come here and live and grow a family, we will be giving these actual Haitians coming here to live $200,000 Jamaican dollars on a visa card to spend on a monthly basis for food and whatever else. While we have, business owners who have them hotels and whatever, close down the hotels, run away the guests and everything to accommodate the influx of immigrants that will be coming in from Haiti to Jamaica. I am so sure that Jamaicans would find Jamaica house and ready to go get Andrew and give him two, not cross him head and ask him if he's all right. A government should always put their country first. No matter how people want to feel about Trump, that is exactly what he's doing. And that is the reason why people voted for him and he acquired the win that he got. We need to stop thinking with our emotions and focus on the fact that people are making decisions for what is best for them. Trump is the president-elect of America. And he's thinking of what is best for America, which is why he got the win that he got. Nobody has ever seen a win like that in the United States. And this is why we should here in Jamaica press our government to actually do the same for us. We need to move away from all of these emotions that we're talking with and feelings and try to rely on facts. We as women normally tend to use our emotions to think. But I try my best that every time when I come to talk or when I want to come on this show to talk, that I'm using facts and not emotions, right? We need to focus on what is best for us, our families, and how we're going to go about that. But any action has a reaction. Every action has a reaction. So we need to accept the fact that when you make a decision, it comes with consequences and you have to accept those consequences. Alright, so that's it for the show today, guys. Join us tomorrow for a brand new show, same time. Please leave a comment also on the video and I will share and respond to your comment in the next show. Thanks for joining. See you guys tomorrow.